that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 39 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game. And they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They run the counter now on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hopkins, strong running. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Ohio!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal?
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Let's go! Ohio!
It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give him the 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Running right through it. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll set up a throw. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And it's good to make it 7-0. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
As simple as tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming at.
And it's caught. Touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0. Hills hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still...
He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, it coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning. It
did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Come on, let's go.
back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They were looking Jennings' way again, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 12. That's where...
Yeah, you know I've been born.